Volume up. Everybody hear me? Uh, just a battle hanging in there. Another slow start, but didn't give up. Stayed with it. Got some things figured out, and then I thought, from about the middle of that second quarter on, we played really well. It's hard to win on the road here, especially after with two teams that have both lost their first ones. So, super proud of our kids, and they are excited as all get out in there with their first SEC win for a number of those kids. That's why I'm soaking wet, and y'all can leave the comments on. And anybody that wants to say you shouldn't take a water bath after your first win, I tell them come walk in our shoes for a few days, and then you decide whether it's worth it or not. So great to see our kids excited. Every single one of them are pumped. Everybody contributed on this road trip and in this preparation. So we're gonna celebrate it as it do it true service.
Ethan? Hey Mike, congrats on the win. Just Izzy to do what she did. Has it gotten to the point where does it still surprise you that she's able to have performances like that? Being so undersized.
From the time Mac walked off the floor last year at Arkansas State, Michaela Daniels has said, Coach, I've guarded some of the best players in the league. I could not guard her. It does not surprise me. It baffles me because like I was telling Phil on the radio, I promise you, if you lined up everybody that was how many ever their attendance was 1,200, line up 1,200 people in line and have somebody take odds on who's going to get 36 tonight. I don't think she's in your top 500 picks. So, and just the way she goes about doing it, they know it's coming. I mean, they knew a flat ball screen with a no screen. Everybody knows it's coming, and you still have a hard time to guard it. She willed us. But this what I would tell you has happened the last several weeks is people have started to come along. She's really become a leader because she's got followers. And our kids, from Chris to KJ to Jada in the minutes she played to Danny and playing, coming up with a big stop, big rebounds. I'll leave somebody out, but it does not surprise me, but it does baffle me on how it gets done because again, defenses know it's coming. These are some of the fastest, best defensive players in the SEC that she's continued to do it on. She's going to have to do it more and more because I know the next game, everybody will just start to load up even more, but she'll find a way.
Y'all get an inbound under the goal with I think it was like 3 seconds, and they get the kick ball. Did y'all change the play in the moment? Did y'all stick with the same thing, or did you kind of audible there with the second
Called
go?
an audible, went to I call it the Top Gun play. The Top Gun play where you start and then you throw on the brakes and you come back. I just felt like we were kind of owed a break. And I just thought, Kiki made a great pass. Izzy's so physical. I thought, hey, let's take a chance with this. It was kind of a counter to a play we've been running that Coach Todd put in that we scored on earlier. So when we got the kickball, I said, hey, what do you think about Top Gunning it? And he said, go for it. And it worked out. So she was tough on the catch. And then we got a good, we've not gotten very many breaks, but we got a break there. And she goes to the foul line and makes the one that mattered. And then we come up with a big defensive stop. That coach called the play yet again. There's been times this year that we've had a chance to win a game and we've called the play and we haven't executed. Tonight we did. So I think those non-conference games, as bad as they suck to lose, helped us win an SEC road game that we really needed.
Yeah, and then just what were your thoughts overall defensively? How y'all were able to force so many, especially traveling violations, just kind of making them make wrong
Yeah,
plays.
I thought we got their right people having to make plays, and then we stuck with it. We could have panicked when it started out 10-0, but we stayed with it. And I thought that was really brilliant. We're going to have to change defenses and confuse people a little bit. Especially with a great player like Gaston, you can't let that kid get comfortable. So I thought our defense I thought it was good the whole game. The first 5 possessions when they scored, they were just little breakdowns. So I think we're going to have to be a multiple defensive team. We're going to have to live with certain things, but we get out rebounded by 10, but it felt like we were down 10 rebounds from the start of the game. I thought it was pretty even from the second quarter on, and our fight was really good. Our try was really good. Can't fault that. So, but I think it's key for us. We're going to have to continue to kind of muddy people up and get the right people handling the ball and taking the right shots. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that.
Last thing I got for you is, to just take the lead with, I guess it was around 5 minutes left, your first lead. It was kind of a new spot for your team to have to, to learn how
Hold
to
on.
finish after that too. Just what do you think of their ability to kind of, I guess, learn on the fly how to finish a game?
Good. It wasn't perfect by any means. There's a couple of things that we will have to clean up for the next time that we're in that situation. But for on the fly, I'm gonna tell you what there never was tonight. There never was any panic. There was never any panic, except by me when I got the technical. I just felt like, maybe we get a little boost of energy there. And this time it worked out. It doesn't always, but I felt like it worked out for us tonight. But I think everybody other than me did not panic. They just kept staying together, kept knowing the time was coming. We did a really good job of going offense, defense the last 442 of the game when we had some foul trouble with Kiki and Vera. Yeah, being able to finish, I hope we'll give some of our kids some confidence that what we're talking about works. I think you have to win a game like this before everybody really believes and buys in. So I hope it starts to carry over to other games like this that we've got coming up on the schedule. We've got, we got Tennessee bouncing. Did they get beat tonight? I heard they'll be coming off 2 straight losses and maybe without their head coach if she has her baby. I don't know how that's going. So we'll have to recruit real quick. What's the weather like up home?
It's coming down, starting to
It
snow.
is. We haven't found out whether we're getting home yet tonight or not, but this is one of those games where you don't really care. Just get home safe whenever it is.
Thanks again, Mike. Congrats on the win.
Good job.
Daniel?
Hi, Coach. I guess just for you personally, to get the monkey off the back and get the first SEC win in a season like this, what does it mean to you?
Means I can read Twitter again for a day or two. I can go on there and see what's going on with my buddies and my friends and logging out. I don't really care about that. I'm trying to be halfway facetious. For me personally, it really does come from the joy of getting to see the kids celebrate. It really does. There's been so many games over the years. I just really like to see it through their eyes. Me personally, it's business as usual. It's going to be really hard every other game we play, I know, but I also know how special in this league it is to win, and especially this year. So I'm going to tell the story over and over and make sure they understand how important it is to try to win on the road. I'll enjoy it from that standpoint, but we'll get right back to work tonight for Tennessee. And, but it does feel different. The food will taste better. It won't matter how cold it is when we get home and all that stuff. We'll sleep better. My boys have gotten to where they know whether we win or lose now too. Bowen keeps score and he'll know. So hopefully I get a hug instead of a cold shoulder when I walk in and get home.
I guess Ethan covered the bases with Izzy, but I think Kiki made a big 3 for y'all to take the lead back with about 2-3 minutes to go. I guess how important is that just moving forward that, as you know, that the defenses are going to continue to load up more and more as Izzy puts in these performances?
I don't think you can quantify it. I can't tell you how big it is. It's that big. We have to have that shot. Christina Sanchez made that play happen too. She kept the ball moving and kind of drove it in there. So, but no, it's key. Kiki is such a good shooter when she can get her shot. When she can get her feet set, we just got to keep finding ways to find her, get her in that spot. I thought she was good. She goes 4 for 6. She's a real efficient 9 points when we needed them. She was really good at the top of that zone. So we got to get her, Keats or Jenna coming along just so people don't maybe start triple teaming, Izzy. But we'll keep at it. We're going to keep giving kids opportunities, and I think they're working hard, and they just need a breakout moment. Hopefully that was it for Kiki.
Appreciate it. Congrats, Coach.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right.